Hi Taurus, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your lives for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Taurians, it's quite a busy month for a lot of us. We have Mercury that has been retrograde since last month and it carries on being retrograde till about 23rd of September. We also have two new moons. We have one new moon that is there right at the beginning of the month, and then we have another new moon. It is not a solar eclipse, but it's a new moon that is there. That's a bonus new moon that we get towards the end of the month. We also have Jupiter, that is the biggie this month, and Jupiter is changing signs after 12 months. It's moving from Virgo and it's moving to Libra for approximately 13 months, and that happens around 10th of September. Now Taurians, there is a lot of focus that seems to be there in your house of love, romance, children, creativity, and also your passions. This is what drives us, this is what moves us. And with the new moon being over there seems to be a lot of your creative self-expression seems to be under review, and this seems to be really coming up a lot in focus. You could be feeling very strongly about following things that really move you, things that really open up your mind, allow you to really explore your workspace, your creativity. This is also a time where even romantic partnerships are highlighted as well. It can be that you will be in a mood for a lot of fun. For a lot of you, you could be spending some wonderful time with your children. Your children could be a source of happiness for you. For some of you, it could be you could just be letting your inner child out, and you could just generally be having a lot of fun and just taking life generally very, very easy. And this is during this entire new moon phase. It's a time where you could be feeling quite not just brave, but you could be feeling quite bold, Taurians. It's as if sky's the limit. You would want to not just push yourself outside your comfort zones, but I think there could be a sense of achievement, accomplishment, that I can do more and I can reach for more as well. We have Mercury, ironically, that is retrograde in the same part of your chart. Now the interesting thing is, while so yes, new moon does speak about beginning of new things, opportunities being created, but Mercury is about review, and Mercury is saying that there are opportunities that are going to be given to you. There are windows that are opening up for you, and these are all in the department of creativity, love, romance, children. But maybe you should be reviewing this a little bit more carefully. Maybe for some of you, it's your relationship with your children, how it is. Maybe you are an overindulgent parent. I mean, we are all overindulgent at the end of the day, but maybe there could be some amount of a change or a review or a tweaking that could be required. Maybe you need to be looking at how it is that you deal with your children. Is there just absolutely no not just discipline but direction, or even teaching them the values or how it is, the beliefs that are there? Maybe are you too blinded by love that you're not seeing something that needs to get corrected? For some of you, as far as creativity and passion is there, maybe you need to be reviewing it and looking at it, things that really move you, at what cost are they going to be coming to you, and that is something you need to be looking at. And the trick over here is, Taurans, that just go with the flow. Try not to be very rigid over here. Try to just sort of go with it and see how things are unfolding for you. We have Jupiter, and Jupiter is now moving from your it's changing signs around the 10th, and it's moving from your house of partnership, romance, love, creativity, and it's moving to your house of health. It's moving to your house of fitness, a new way of living, a diet regime, and also your day-to-day work. And Jupiter is just going to, he's the as per Greek mythology, he's Zeus. He's the Greek god of who used to rule the sky. He's the god of expansion, the god of plenty. And this is happening in a part of your chart that is highlighting for the next 12 months. You're going to be very careful about your diet, about your fitness, about your day-to-day chores, how it is that you manage them. It can also seem a bit too overwhelming. Try not to sort of go overboard and do things really in the extreme and say that, I really need to completely go organic and just remove everything from your kitchen shelves. And while it's a good thing, but try not to sort of be in a place where it gets very hard to sort of follow through. So try and make changes a little bit at a time. And this is also a time wherein that you could be drawing a lot of appreciation from friends, from family, from people around you who will look at you for guidance and saying, that, oh, I want to be like you, and how it is that you're doing this. And it is for those of you who are in the space where you do the hiring, you will be able to hire some very nice people who will be extremely loyal for you, or even it indicates a kind of almost of followership of sorts that is there. And your work environment also seems to be, it's very congenial, it's very supportive, it's very nice. And during this time, as boring as this house is, day-to-day chores, and it's about, how it is that you really organize yourself, you could find yourself being quite aware, or be more, you could be dealing with the little details a lot during this phase as well. And the best way that you can really go about this entire Jupiter phase, because it's there again for 12 months in this part of your chart, is to take pride in what you're doing. Even if it is, for those of you who are not really in a 9-to-5 job or are entrepreneurs, I think the hardest job is that of a homemaker. Take pride in what you're doing, Taurans. Don't sort of get very bogged down and say that, I need to be going to work and that's the only time that my worth comes through. But this is a time where, even if it is, that you're spending that time picking and dropping your kids and you're just trying to run your house, I think that in itself is, it's a big deal. So take pride in it and feel proud of yourself. And I think look at yourself in that light that, you are, it's like it may not be, may not look like a very corporatized or something really, a designation per se that is there. But I think that is the biggest job that you're doing, is that you're, and also I think it's unpaid, and it's often goes unappreciated. It's the role of a homemaker. So take pride in that. Take pride in little things that happen this month. For those of you, of course, who are entrepreneurs, who are working, you will find that your work environment is extremely supportive. You have people who are receiving your ideas very well. Maybe you're training some people during this at this point of time. People are looking up to you. Your team is looking up to you. So this entire supportive energy will stay around you. Around the 16th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in a part of your chart that is about groups of friendships. And it is, this lunar eclipse is joining Neptune over here in this part of your chart. And it's speaking about something that can be released from the past. So it can be because lunar eclipses are about closures, or about things that are coming to an end. It can be that if you've been working on a project with a friend, the project comes to an end. It could be that for some of you that you let go of a friendship which has really done its time. For others, it can be as simple as that maybe it's a group that you have been part of and you no longer really feel connected with the group, and you will go in search of another group during this time. And it can also be for those of you where the friendships have been really phenomenal and friends have been like your family. You could really, the bonding could deepen and the friendship gets elevated to another level. It can almost be like a sibling kind of a relationship over here. Material things may seem less important to you during this point of time, Taurians, and the focus is going to be towards having wonderful relationships with your friends. And it's also a time of letting go of rigidity a lot. So if you feel certain friends need to be behaving in a certain way, or you need to be or a certain friend is not sort of reciprocating in the way that you would have otherwise, I think let people come around to you. Don't sort of push this bit too much that I need to be treated in a certain way, or why it is that people are not reciprocating in a certain way. And just stay easy, Taurans, as far as friendships are concerned. because it could be that for all of us it's not very easy to ask for help. It could be that a friend is going through something and you're just sort of required, and the person has been sort of keeping away from you. So there can be many more reasons than just sort of ignoring you. So keep that perspective in mind as well. On 23rd, finally, we have Mercury that goes direct. So that's brilliant. You can finally go ahead and sign your contracts. You can go and buy that big ticket item and get into all kinds of negotiations, communication that finally opens up for us. Around the 24th, we have Venus that is moving to the house of partnership, both business and personal, and it's a fantastic thing because it's a natural ruler of this house, and at this point of time you'll find that your partner is getting very responsive to you, your opinions, your what is it, your feelings get really sort of, they become important, and they're given a lot of attention to. And this is also a time that you could, for those of you who are not in a relationship, maybe could just feel a lack of it quite keenly during this time. There could just be a sense of wanting to be with someone or just missing that companionship around this time. On the 28th, we have Mars that is there transiting your house of higher mind and consciousness, and it is joining up with Pluto over there. And this is a time which is, it's a time where you're going to be quite militant about improving your situation, Taurans. It's you're no longer going to be happy with letting things the way that they have been. So whether it is evolving yourself, or whether it is, and a lot of this will happen through travel. I think it is wonderful that what travel will be able to teach you, maybe the books won't be able to do that for you. So during this entire time, you are going to be, it's going to make you sort of reach beyond yourself, and it is going to push yourself beyond your habitual circumstances. So it's try not to sort of stay inactive. For those of you, it's great even if you can't travel, whether you are doing workouts or whether you're going out and meeting people, because the Mars energy is such that it needs to get channelized. If you don't really get out and get going, it's just going to make you very restless. We have the second new moon, and this is happening in Libra towards end of the month, around the 30th, and this is happening in a part of again your day-to-day chores and your health and diet. So a lot of supportive energy on looking good, on taking care of yourself and feeling good, and also looking at life very, very differently. So quite a lovely time, Taurians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.